The Lebanese government has reported over 2,200 deaths and about 10,300 injuries. Lebanon has been attacked 9,588 times by the Israeli occupation forces since October 2023. Smoke rose from Beirut's southern suburbs as the Israeli hostilities continued. Over the past 24 hours, 57 airstrikes have been recorded, bringing the total number of Israeli assaults since the start of the aggression to 9,588, according to a statement released by the Lebanese Government Emergency Committee. The National Dialogue Conference, titled Defending Lebanon, has kicked off under the invitation of the Lebanese Forces Party. The conference, uniting opposition leaders and national figures, seeks to create a political framework to end Israel's war on Lebanon through cooperation with Arab nations and the international community. It follows an opposition-led initiative to restore state control, separate Lebanon from regional conflicts, and enforce an immediate ceasefire. Lebanese Defense Minister Maurice Salim has declared that Lebanon does not seek war, but will not accept continued Israeli assaults. He emphasized the urgent need for the international community to pressure Israel into implementing UN Resolution 1701 and halting its aggression against Lebanon. Salim also condemned the recent attacks on UNIFIL peacekeepers in southern Lebanon, describing them as further proof of Israel's ongoing occupation and hostility. Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Baghar Kalibaf has met with Lebanon's caretaker Prime Minister Naguib Mikati in Beirut. Following his meeting with Lebanese Parliament Speaker Nabih Berri, Kalibaf held a press conference. He later visited the Iranian embassy in Beirut, where he engaged in discussions with Lebanese MPs and party leaders. French President Emmanuel Macron has condemned the recent targeting of a UN peacekeeping mission in Lebanon by the Israeli occupation forces. During a summit with leaders of the 9 European Union member states in the Mediterranean, Macron said that it is totally unacceptable to see UNIFIL troops deliberately targeted by the Israeli occupation forces. Macron added that he condemns it and does not tolerate it and will not tolerate it happening again. U.S. envoy to Lebanon has emphasized that the United States had not given the green light for any military operations in Lebanon. He further noted that the U.S. is committed to strengthening the Lebanese army's capabilities in the south. He added that President Joe Biden has been working hard to achieve a ceasefire during the UN General Assembly session. He also stressed that the need to fully implement UN Resolution 1701 to resolve the conflict.
Situation in Lebanon and the need to escalate tension.
Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni has strongly condemned the recent targeting of the UN peacekeeping mission in Lebanon. Meloni said that the attack was unacceptable, asserting it violated UN Resolution 1701. In a joint statement, France, Italy and Spain expressed outrage over the assault on the peacekeepers at the UNIFIL's main base in Naqoura.
Quindi alla Francia e alla Spagna abbiamo anche deciso di stilare una dichiarazione.
Cyprus president has called for an immediate ceasefire in both Gaza and Lebanon on the Med-9 meeting of European leaders. The leaders met in an attempt to devise ways of de-escalating the Middle East conflict, which is threatening to engulf Lebanon and trigger a wider humanitarian crisis. Spanish Prime leaders in condemning Israel for firing a UN peacekeeper watchtower in Lebanon. Sanchez described the incident as totally unacceptable and urged other governments to follow Spain's example and stop arms sales to Israel. Spain stopped sending arms to Israel during the early days of the Israeli offensive on Gaza.
Todo tipo de violencia que por desgracia están sufriendo